Hey guys, welcome to our daily encounter. Today we read about Balaam and his experience with the donkey. Balaam was summoned by Balak, king of Moab, to come and see him so that he might curse the people of Israel because the king of Moab was very much afraid of Israel. They had destroyed the very nation that had uh, basically beaten them. And so he knew his nation didn't stand a chance against the children of Israel. And so he wanted Balaam to come and curse them. And he thought, well, maybe if the people are cursed, then we would have a good shot of defeating them. Well, Balaam basically tells them, no, I can't curse them. Uh, Yahweh won't allow me to curse them. But then uh, Balak becomes very persistent, and Balaam heads out. And, Balak had offered him a lot of stuff, and Balaam seems to uh, want to go. He asked the Lord again about it, and the Lord doesn't really want him to go, but because Balaam is intent on going and really wants to go, God lets him go. But it wasn't really his will for Balaam to go. And while Balaam's on the way, he has donkey problems. The donkey at one point, veers off and goes into a field. Another place, the donkey uh, gets next to this rocky place and hits Balaam's foot against a stone and injures him. And then he eventually finds himself in a very, very narrow place where you can't turn to the left or to the right. And the donkey just lays down. And Balaam just gets to beating on this donkey 3 times. These 3 times, every time the donkey wasn't going the way he wanted it to go, he would beat the donkey. And of course, then you have that famous story where the donkey speaks to Balaam. And long story short, Balaam's able to see that there was actually an angel in the way, blocking the way. And he's told that had the donkey not veered off, and if the donkey had not done the things that he had done in keeping him from moving forward, then Balaam would have been killed and the donkey spared. And so the donkey basically saved his life. And this frustrating situation was actually for Balaam's good. And as we think about this in our own lives, there might be times we want to beat the donkey. That is, things just aren't going the way that we want them to. We're trying to go in a certain direction, and we think this is the way that we need to go, but we just keep getting veered off into the wrong direction, we feel. We just can't seem to keep a straight line in the direction we want to go, and circumstances and situations just keep steering us, we feel, in the wrong direction. And then there's some situations where our circumstances just keep injuring us. We're trying to go in a particular direction, and we just encounter difficulty after difficulty, pain after pain, and the journey becomes very difficult. And then we find ourselves in those tight spots where, we're forced to go in a direction we don't want to go. We can't turn to the left or right, but because of the circumstances that surround our situation, we just have to go in a particular direction. And sometimes we even come to a complete stop, and our journey just seems to end. And those are frustrating times. Those are times when we want to get angry. Those are times when we get upset, and we get very angry at our circumstances and the way life is going. And we just get very, very frustrated. It can be a very difficult time because we're trying to go in a particular direction, and things just aren't working out the way that we want them to. Well, it might very well be the case that there are things going on that we can't see, that there are things that the Lord is doing in our lives that we don't even recognize. It might be that the Lord is sparing us. It might be that the Lord is actually saving us in some situations, and that, it's actually a good thing that we're being steered off from where we think we want to go. It's actually a good thing that we aren't able to go the full distance of the direction that we want to go. Because one, that direction might be against God's will. And two, there might be great dangers in that direction. Now, we can't always see what's ahead of us. We can't always see what's on the path, but God sees. And so maybe our reading today will help us to not get so frustrated when things don't go our way, and to recognize that maybe things aren't going our way because they need to go God's way. And we might need to be redirected for our own good and for the good of everyone else. And hopefully our reading will help us to have some perspective when we find ourselves in those types of situations where we want to beat the donkey. And so hopefully our reading today will help us in that way. And with that, guys, I do thank you for watching the video today. Hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys. God bless.